Hi friends, FirearmPop here, and today I have another in my installment of Armed Citizen Stories. Now these are coming out of the archives, but they are relevant even today. So, this out of Houston, Texas. The Pattersons of Houston, Texas were watching television late Wednesday night when a masked intruder barged into their apartment, yielding a semi-automatic pistol and demanding their money and their TV. When the couple refused his demands, he ordered them to remove their clothing, paying particular attention to Mrs. Patterson. While the intruder was distracted, Mr. Patterson used the opportunity to charge and struggle with the intruder until his wife could grab their handgun. After Mrs. Patterson shot the intruder at least once, he staggered outside and collapsed at the bottom of the stairs, leading to the Patterson's family apartment, where he remained until police arrived. Okay, sucks to be him. And another one out of Texas, in Fort Worth, Texas, while their children slept, Julius Billy of Fort Worth, Texas, and his wife were making plans for a family vacation late Thursday night when they heard someone trying to kick open the back door. Billy retrieved his 9mm handgun and went outside to confront the intruder as his wife dialed 911. The intruders stood in Billy's backyard, and despite Billy's repeated warnings to get down on the ground, kept advancing towards the house until Billy shot him in the shoulder. Police arrived soon after and took the intruder into custody. Noting that his children were in bed nearby at the time, Billy commented, "If he got past me, who would be around to stop him? The main thing for me was that I was the last line of defense for my family." Wow. I'm going to repeat that. The main thing for me was that I was the last line of defense for my family. Amen, brother. We are. Dialing 911 is a great deal. It's a great service our nation provides, but it's just not adequate. It's not adequate when you are the last line of defense between some idiot who's bent on doing harm and your children. If that's not motivation, I don't know what is. Anyway, moving right on. Around 1 a.m., the owner of Jepson Drug in Siloam Springs, Arkansas, was asleep in the pharmacy office when a criminal broke into the store. After retrieving a firearm, the owner went to investigate and saw a man holding a baseball bat. The owner shot the criminal in the chest, ending the burglary. The owner told the media that he has slept at the pharmacy since the burglary and since his previous burglary. And that was an Associated Press article. In Macon County, Georgia, his new home recently completed, Ken Fossey sat on the back deck with his wife and a 17-year-old grandson. The last thing he expected was an attack from an armed assailant. Police said the suspect demanded money and forced Fossey and his wife inside the home. One of the men shot Fossey in the hand. Meanwhile, the grandson ran next door and alerted his uncle, Ronnie Fossey, to the situation. Ronnie grabbed a gun and ran to the scene, finding a man holding a knife to his mother's throat. He fired a shot at the suspect, and the suspect fled. The other suspect was in the bedroom, severely beating Ken Fossey. Ronnie shot his father's assailant, killing him. Okay. It's just incredible. I remain speechless. I read these, believe me, before I went in camera with them, and I read them again, and I go, I just can't believe things like that happen. And if you're not prepared, I don't know what would happen to you. Anyway, Hygens Labadou was operating his roofing truck when two men began yelling about his driving. According to police, the men who were white got out of their vehicle and yelled racial slurs while approaching Labadou, who is black. The men pounded on the truck and tried to yank Labadou out through the door. One of them was armed with a knife. Word deleted. "Get out of the truck," they screamed, and Labadou is a concealed carry permit holder. In fear of his life, he drew a handgun and shot both men twice. The suspect died and the other went to jail. Labadou was not injured. Shot both men twice. Sounds like he had a little bit of training there. Anyway, another bunch of great stories. Just another reminder to be forever vigilant. And you never know. Sometimes I have my weapon in my pocket in the house, and I'm going, I really need it. When I change to relax at home, I should just leave my weapon up in my bedroom. But all I can think of something happening downstairs and my weapon being upstairs. I just don't. It doesn't compute for me. Okay, so. More interesting armed citizen stories. I hope you enjoyed them. You can friend me on Facebook, FirearmPop. Okay, find me on the web at FirearmPop.com. And as always, this is FirearmPop. Be safe out there, and God bless. Bye now.